A long time ago, in the ancient kingdom of Persia, there was a king named Xerxes, Ahasuerus, who ruled over a vast empire. One day, the king held a grand feast for all his officials and nobles. During this feast, King Xerxes ordered Queen Vashti, his wife, to appear before him and display her beauty to the guests. But Vashti refused the king's command. This angered Xerxes, and his advisors told him that Vashti's disobedience could set a dangerous example for women across the kingdom. So, the king decided to remove Vashti as queen. With the throne now vacant, the king sought a new queen. Young women from all over the kingdom were brought to the palace for a beauty and character assessment. Among them was Esther, a beautiful Jewish orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai. Esther was kind, wise, and humble, but she kept her Jewish identity secret, as Mordecai had advised. Esther won favor with the king and the palace officials, and ultimately, she was chosen to be queen. She won the king's heart, and he loved her more than all the other women. Meanwhile, Mordecai continued to guide her, reminding her to act wisely and faithfully. Not long after Esther became queen, an evil official named Haman rose to power. Haman hated Mordecai because Mordecai refused to bow to him, and in his anger, Haman plotted to destroy all the Jewish people in the kingdom. He convinced the king to issue a decree to annihilate the Jews on a certain day, casting lots, called Purim, to determine the date. When Mordecai learned of this, he urged Esther to intervene with the king. But approaching the king without being summoned was dangerous, even punishable by death. Esther replied, "If I perish, and bravely resolved to act." She asked the Jews of Susa to fast and pray for 3 days with her before she went to the king. With courage and faith, Esther entered the king's court. The king received her warmly and promised to grant her request. Esther invited the king and Haman to a banquet, where she cleverly revealed Haman's plot and pleaded for her people's lives. The king was enraged and ordered that Haman be executed. Through Esther's bravery, the Jewish people were saved. The king allowed them to defend themselves, and they defeated their enemies. To commemorate this deliverance, the Jews established the festival of Purim, celebrating God's unseen guidance, courage, and the triumph of justice. And after Haman was exposed and executed for his wicked plot, King Xerxes gave Haman's estate to Queen Esther. Esther then revealed to the king that Mordecai was her cousin, the very man who had raised her as his own daughter. Mordecai had once saved the king's life by uncovering a plot by 2 palace officials who planned to assassinate King Xerxes. At the time, his good deed was recorded in the royal chronicles, but he received